were a few months ago before this happened. So yes, we're only talking about 3 to 6 months contingency plan here. So let's aim to focus in today. Let's aim in learning from the past. Let's aim in the short break future between now and the next 6 months to make sure our business doesn't slow down. It's temporary, guys. A lot of news today. Woke up like we were seeing Fox Business this morning with one of the publications saying that real estate will boom once coronavirus threat is over. So that's great. So we prepare now. We know it's temporary. We have the perfect attitude, the perfect positive energy. We have the tools, and we learn how to deal with this crisis. By the time it's over, we'll be better realtors and we'll be ready for that boom. So really, really, really take this situation, this COVID-19 as a learnership. Take this situation as something that's positive, something that's going to make me a better realtor today. That's the attitude. It's composed by two different characters. First character was danger. Let's focus on the danger. What dangers did it actually COVID-19 represent in the investment market today? Okay, what dangers? Well, certainly the number one, and what sounded a lot, has been the uncertainty with the stock market. It's amazing how the stock market from one day to the other just crashed down straight to the floor. People lost millions of US dollars being lost by the second. That's what the stock market. Of course, people feel uncertain. Of course, people start getting scared and getting those millions out of the stock market. So this is one of the big things, dangers. Let's call them dangers that we realized in the last COVID-19. Uncertainty. How bad is that word in our business? Uncertainty. And the stock market created a lot of that. Also, another big danger that we realized is the currency is weakening against the dollar, against the euro. Yes, Mexican peso. I mean, it's crazy. We're talking about a month ago was 19 pesos to the dollar. Today, we're talking about 25 pesos to the dollar. In fact, we woke up at 24.70 something today. So the reality is suddenly the peso losing power against the dollar. Many other currencies around the world losing power against the dollar has created as well uncertainty, but as well, people see this as a threat. People see this as a danger. I don't necessarily see it as that, but that will be something I'll be talking about in a few seconds. But the reality is this has been another feature of this great crisis that's happening. You know, peso, Mexican peso has weakened against the dollar and the euro. Interest rates have dropped down. Interest rates, when they drop down, okay. You know what, in a way, people are getting more inexpensive mortgages, low tax rates, okay, but your money's worth nothing in the bank. It's never good to have your money sitting and it feels kind of even costing you money, okay? It does kind of feel it's even costing you money. That's not what you want to do with your capital. We want to be productive. We want to have our money producing. We don't want our money in the bank account kind of feel it's actually costing us money to keep your money in the bank account. So this is another feature that has happened in the last COVID-19 situation, which definitely I would like to touch base later on how we can find an opportunity on these dangers, which is what it's all about. And of course, being forced to stay home. Being forced to stay home. How can I do my listings? How can I do my showings? How can I continue with that personal touch with my clients? I mean, the reality is, it kind of seems for a second that everything is just against us. It kind of feels that, man, how can we sell property with all these things going on, right? And I mean, the reality is, if we are not positive enough, if we follow the crisis mode of just putting our head down and follow what everybody's saying, and you know what, it's the end of it, no matter, we're just gonna have to wait till the market picks up again and let's see how it goes. I mean, that's not the attitude I want on you guys. That's not the attitude I want on my team. That's not the attitude I want on myself. The attitude we need to get every time we identify the danger key points within a crisis, it's all about finding the opportunity that comes along that danger feature. And that's what it's all about, opportunity. In times of crisis, we must find the strength in what others calls weakness. All weaknesses have a counter side to it, a positive counter side to it. And how can we translate this opportunity words to all these danger features we just mentioned a few seconds ago? Hello, Pedrito. Hello, Jose from Panama. Well, let's go step by step. Let's go step by step. One of the first danger key points I mentioned was the US dollar getting stronger by the day. That could be scary for a lot of you, but the reality is the fact that the US dollar is getting stronger by the day is a fantastic opportunity in global real estate. Mexico is today the #1 retiree destination for US citizens. #1. There's no other destination in the world that hosts more retirees of the US than Mexico, in any other country around the world. Now this is important because the fact that retirees can use a self-directed IRA, the fact that the retirees can use a 401k to buy properties in Mexico means that this danger key point, US dollar getting stronger by the day, is an opportunity for them. Retirees can buy a way better home today with the same 401k they had a month ago. Let me take it into numbers, it's crazy. We have in Merida a beautiful gated community, Coblanca, budget, beautiful pieces of land, 5,000 square feet. There were 15,000 US dollars, $15,000 for 5,000 square feet, this gated community in Merida. Today, that same piece of land is worth 10,000. It's dropped down drastically, 5,000 out of 15,000. That's crazy. That's nearly 30% savings. Okay, so yes, the beauty about this is that if we look at the dollar as a strong coin and we see global real estate opportunities on the country foreign exchange, in this case, the Mexican peso, we can buy way more today than we could buy a month ago. This is important. That's how important this US dollar getting stronger by the day is. So keep that in mind. It's very important. Today you can buy more with the same capital, with the same funds you had in your bank account than what you could buy a month ago. This is very important. So let's keep that in mind. We can see this morning exchange rate in the Bloomberg 24.76. So just consider this. This a month ago was 19. That's how much it's grown. That's how much the opportunity is. And you guys can look at it as a discounted price. Okay? So this is important. Okay? If 100,000 US dollar would give you 1.9 million pesos a month ago, today you get nearly 2.5 million pesos for that same 100,000 US dollars. Stock market plunging. Uncertainty. The worst enemy in investment world is uncertainty. Uncertainty. Stock market plunging means people pulling out money by the second of the stock market. People losing a lot of money. What are they going to do with all this cash? What are they going to do with all this investment funds? Well, sometimes in times of crisis, the best thing to do is to keep your funds in a stable market. It may not be so aggressive as the stock market to earn for earnings. However, it's important to keep it stable, knowing it's not losing money. In fact, knowing it is growing on a very organic manner. And that's where real estate becomes the #1 option every time the stock market plunges. Every time the stock market crashes, real estate becomes one of the most important options for investors around the world. People are calling us by the day today. Your clients in the US are calling us by the day to find in Mexican real estate a stable market where to keep their money, hold on, and growing while things reestablish. Did you know that? Well, this is what happens. This is what happens. Uncertainty always tries to meet with stable market, and that's what we are. Real estate in the US, but real estate in Mexico right now is a very stable market. It's a third world country growing organically in a bubble that's organically grown. There's been no steroids injected to this bubble, so it will not burst. It still has margin to keep on growing for a long time. So markets like this have always been the option, have always been the solution into crises like this. And we know they happen in an average of every 19 years. So this is important to know too. Interest rates lowering. Yes, well, that's an opportunity too. Because I don't want my money sitting in the bank and I feel like it's costing me money. I prefer to have my money in something that I can enjoy and something that I can make productive at the same time. And that's where the perfect segment of Mexican real estate market jumps in. It's a two-step investment. We have demographic growth that's bringing in capital gains as we talking. Southeast Mexico is very popular by its demographic growth. I mean, it's no secret to know that in 2014, Playa del Carmen was actually the largest growing city in the world. 2016, Tulum was one of the largest growing cities in the world. It's no secret to know that the Riviera Maya, which is a section in southeast Mexico that faces the Caribbean between Cancun and Tulum, is the fourth largest growing real estate market in the world. Why? Because it's recently been discovered and it's followed a very organic path of progress. In 1974, only 1974 Cancun was discovered. Only in 1998 Playa del Carmen was discovered. And Tulum, which is the place that everybody's raving about today, only was born officially in 2008. So I mean, what I'm saying here is a perfect timing to set in your funds in a stable market, to set in your funds in an area of opportunity that's overall set up your funds in a place that we know capital base is growing even in the times of crisis. Why? Because it's an organic growth. It's a natural trend. Southeast Mexico is growing by the day today. Okay? So let's follow that path of progress. Let's keep a stable market. Let's make sure we feel our money is actually getting us some earnings instead of making sure that's on the bank account or thinking that's on the bank account is costing us money. Also, when mortgages get reestablished, this danger feature, this danger key point is an opportunity. Lower interest rates means it's easier to refinance your property in the US. Did you know you can refinance your property in the US taking advantage of the US interest rates, and then use that money to buy a property in Mexico? Yes, you can. And that means now more than ever, you can leverage your investment. Remember in SIMCA Developments, we work for the DEAL program, DEAL, discounted pricings with great earnings, appreciation, and a leverage tool, allowing that rental income, because remember we offer a full turnkey. So the beauty about this is you can buy your property cheaper than ever. Think about it. You can buy your property cheaper than ever using your dollar strength in a stable market called real estate. In an area that is Riviera Maya, which is the fourth strongest real estate market in the world today, with large potential demographic growth, and of course tourism that will be picking up again as we saw in the previous chart in 6 months' time. That's a perfect scenario for any real estate investment. We're talking about capital gains jumping in. When I deliver my property, when I take possession of my property, rental income jumping in, and absorbing great cost of that financing that you obtained just now from the US at that low interest rate. That's leveraging your investment. And that means your internal rate of return will scoop in the sky. So this danger key point of this crisis suddenly becomes a very interesting opportunity for people seeking to leverage their investment. Now, finding those opportunities in the market, in the crisis features, we were talking about the dollar, we were talking about the stock market crash and making real estate a very stable investment opportunity. And of course, talking about the interest rates lowering, allowing me to buy cheaper today, or simply allowing me to be more motivated to move my funds into real estate, of course, and at least have the feeling that it is producing money versus losing money, okay? There's no point identifying in this crisis. Absolutely no point identifying in this crisis. There's key points that are opportunities. If we developers don't offer you a tool to give it even more strength into these opportunities. That's why today, for example, seek out opportunities in global real estate like this one. It's not about just the discount. We have in all our specs, like Lunada, Miranda, Sabor a Miel, Deva, Cruz Comar, Querido Tulum, a 10% discount. Now that's great. Discounts can be given anywhere. But the most important thing, if you look at the lower part of the presentation, is 19.19 pesos, preferential exchange rate. Now that is an opportunity to serve. We were talking a few seconds ago that I could buy properties in Mexico with my dollars if I change them into pesos at 24.70 pesos today. I get for every dollar exchange in my bank 24.70 pesos today. And I could buy this property at 19.19 pesos. That's crazy. That's incredible. We're talking about nearly 5 pesos to the dollar. 5 pesos to the dollar equals to 100,000 US dollars, 500,000 pesos that turn back into the exchange rate again is an incredible amount. We're talking about a huge, 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 huge discount. Huge, tremendous. Okay, we're looking into about 22,000 US dollars on top to your 10% discounts. You get it? That's how the exchange rate plays today. Such an incredible opportunity considering this crisis. Now remember, the dollar today is up here, but it's temporary. By the time the market reestablishes, it will go back. So the opportunity is there for you today, for your clients today. So remember, this plays with the power of the dollar. Okay, and you can leverage it taking advantage of the low interest rates. Okay. Now, stable market, stock market crashing, how unstable this is. That's where we developers bring in products like this. In Singular, which is our hotel-based, hotel operation-based residences and resorts, Serenata and Ipana, which are low-budget property in downtown Playa del Carmen, offer a minimum of 4% guaranteed return on the investment paid from day one. What does that mean? SIMCA, we know, is such a great opportunity. We know the tourism market is going to pick up. We know that by September, market and tourism will reestablish. By December, we'll have that beautiful peak season. We have again, the Fifth Avenue will be full of people again. We know it's still a great opportunity, okay? So this is where an unstable market, when people are seeing the stock market crashing, what shall I do with my money? Everything is losing money today. I'm losing. What should I do? Get the money, where should I put it? Why not in a product like this? You guys can offer an opportunity which is not only based on real estate, it's not only based on one of the strongest destinations in the world today for real estate, it's also guaranteeing you that it's a business. It's a zero risk, zero stress investment. Okay, why? Because every time I buy in Singular Dream, Singular Joy, which are the hotel-based operation residences and resort opportunities, Serenata or Ipana, we will pay you from day one of taking possession, day one, 4% of the value of your property as an advance payment on your leasing, on your contract. Then we will operate your property all year round during the whole 12-month cycle, no electricity costs, no water bills, no HOAs, no nothing. No, absolutely nothing. And after 12 months, we will get the statement, account statement, see all the income, all the costs, and usually you should be wrapping up a vacation rental in this area around 7 to 8% net. We will pay you the balance. So we're not guaranteeing you only a 4%, it's a minimum income guarantee and paid up front. And the only reason we're doing that is to give you a guaranteed stable real estate product. It's not going to generate you cost in 12 months, and in fact, it's going to leave you a minimum cap rate of 4%. After 12 months, if it was more, we'll pay you the pending balance. So this kind of product is meant there to create certainty, to create zero stress, to create zero risk on your investment. So now we have two great opportunities that us, SIMCA developments, have created to adapt to the key point opportunities within this great crisis. So, going back and recapping, guys, the dollar getting stronger makes cheaper your properties. Interest rates going lower, you can lend money cheaper. You can use it to buy a property in Mexico and leverage with that financing, with rental income. And you feel the market is crazy, the market is unstable, well, welcome. We have packages like this based on real estate, based on on investment properties, and based on the guaranteed income. No matter what happens here, you have a guaranteed minimum income of 4%. So tools are there to make these key elements an opportunity in the eyes of your clients, in your own eyes as investors. Okay? Now let me go to the next point. So Chris, that makes sense. I mean, okay, I'm chilled out. I realize that I'm in the middle of a situation, COVID-19. I'm stuck in home. Okay, the stock market plunging gives stress to the real estate. Okay, the dollar getting stronger means we US citizens can buy in Mexico cheaper. Okay, that makes sense. And the lower interest rate makes more sense to invest in real estate because at least I'm producing something, or it makes more sense to get financing. Wrapping up everything. But how can I send the message from home? How can I work from home? I cannot go and show. I cannot go and list properties. How the heck do we do this, Chris? Let's put a simple answer. SIMCA has created, and I'll quote in a few seconds, an amazing tool to make sure all realtors around the world, can keep generating money from home. Say me. Does anybody want to keep generating money while you're sitting at home? Does anybody want to take advantage of this quarantine? Please say yes. Okay. So, working from home is no limitation. Use your database. Database is enormous. Database is very powerful. Using your database is the best thing we can do today. Take advantage to update your database. Take advantage to refresh your database. But overall, take advantage of making sure your database is absolutely taken care of and you're optimizing your results. And every single lead in that database is hearing from you. And that's what this tool is all about. This is absolutely what this tool is all about. So use your database, use the technology we're going to give you in your hands, and overall your knowledge. Sharing knowledge like we SIMCA are doing today is sharing and making sure we're all successful. Let's reach our objectives together. Let's learn, adapt to the situation, and perform. Perform is our goal today. Okay? Remember, your success is our goal. And that's what SIMCA development is all about. That's why we have SIMCA Academy doing lessons every month, making sure we all are better realtors, we all are better advisors, we all convert more into sales. So how can SIMCA support to keep on going, to keep on succeeding while we all lock down in home? How? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is SIMCA Referral Program, a unique and very effective way to work from home. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SIMCA Referral. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SIMCA Referral Program. We feel it was very important on our side as developers that have reached a great successful track history thanks to the support of all realtors around the world, all local realtors, all Mexican national realtors, to provide a tool that would actually help many realtors who are locked in today in their homes, trying to seek any opportunity, trying to seek the best way to optimize, trying to find how to keep generating income from home. To provide this tool, SIMCA Referral Program is an app that you can sign up for, and we'll give you more information about that. It's all based on transparency, it's all based in automated systems, and it's all based in communication. In 3 simple steps, you'll be able to use unbranded material once you have your login and password. You will have your own private landing page which you can hook up on your website. You can use our mailing templates. Most importantly, you can use social network templates, which are all part of the marketing resource branding, and simply just sit back. In 5 minutes, this system will allow you to program a whole week ahead. Within 30 minutes, you'll be able to program, if you sit down, a whole year ahead. That means that with this system, you'll be able to take advantage of the key point opportunities with marketing campaigns that we will be editing, we'll be sending to you in mailing templates, with all the unbranded marketing resources and branding opportunities you have in the app for your social networks, and simply attach your landing page. Clients from all around the world, all around your database, you will be optimizing your database, making sure that everybody receives the message, will jump and say, I'm interested. We have a team of 20 hosts in Mexico taking care of your client with complete transparent communication to you and your client at all times. And at the time of the client coming down, signing a contract, putting only 30% down payment, we will release, yes, up to 6% of referral fee. As simple as that. It's all about lead generating system. You can have the value of your database in home, program a little social network campaign with your landing page and generate leads. We will work those leads for you. You can use our mailing templates that are sent once every 2 weeks, send them to your database with your landing page, and you will be generating leads. We'll be closing those deals for you. And yes, no splits, we'll be sharing up to 6% referral fee. It's a very easy system. It has its instructions, it has its marketing material, which is completely branded. And through this little app, which is very, very simple, we'll teach you how to keep generating money, how to keep generating income from home. This is important, as I say, through social networks to different mailing templates. And this is what it's all about, working as a team, working as realtors, developers all together in times, complicated times, find the opportunities together, find what's working for you today and share it, share the knowledge, and make sure to generate what we're doing today, the tools for you to use those opportunities and keep on generating income. So let's stop waiting and let's start generating. For more information with this app, for more information about the promotions, please make sure you write to brokers@simca.mx. This is very, very important. Brokers@simca.mx. And of course, now I would like to open up some Q&As, just making sure everybody's clear. I want to make sure everybody has a clear message, everybody has a clear idea of what we've spoken in this little workshop today that didn't go for more than, let's see. Oh, well, it's been on for a little while already, nearly 40 minutes. That's great. So it's been 45 minutes as we expected from the beginning. But definitely I want to make sure that all that knowledge is sent over worldwide, and we can just help you guys to keep generating, and you can help us to keep being successful. That's what it's all about. So now we are opening to questions. Please go ahead. Hope you liked the workshop. Hope you understood the key points of the opportunities offered today within this COVID-19 situation. Any questions? Now is the time, guys. I see quite a lot of you connected so far. So let's see. I'm reading, guys. It's your moment. Did I explain it that well? Everybody understood? Okay, sounds good. So if you do want to make questions, we still have time. We still got 3, 4, 5 minutes here. So from the program time, making sure you know we will be sharing other webinars. We will be inviting people to interview SIMCA developments. We'll definitely be there for you guys. Now more than ever, I want to send you the message that we are developers, but we are your partners. We definitely want to make sure you're part of our world, but we want to make sure you know you have our full support in tools, our full support in trying to make promotions that really make sense to the opportunities that open up to this crisis. Okay, so we got some questions. Where anyone can access the referral program? Can anybody access a referral program? If you're a realtor, yes. If you're not a realtor, then no. This is meant for the realtors, it's meant for brokers worldwide. We remember we will be following all the policies. However, this program is meant, opportunities we mentioned, the promotions we mentioned are open for clients. So if you are a personal investor and want to buy or invest real estate opportunities today, definitely you can take advantage of these great tools, and we can give you a further, more thorough explanation on how this is a real opportunity. This is an incredible no-brainer opportunity. And remember, it's temporary. It's only going to last a few months till everything reestablishes. But if you have the money now, why not take advantage of it? When is this referral program tool available? It's already available. All you need to do, remember, is write down to brokers@simca.mx. Remember, I put it on there before. It's brokers@simca.mx. It's vital that you do send an email saying, hey, send me more information about that. Yael will be answering. We have as well Maria Arcila for the Mexican market. Yael is taking care of the international market. Just make sure you draft an email or just send me a little communication there, a little message, and I'll get back to you inbox later on for sure. So thank you, Tony. Thank you for the appreciation. Anita Maria, thank you so much. Let's sell. It's all about selling. It's all about teamwork. Let's get together. We got the tools. We got the product. We got the opportunity there for you. It's all about making sure you take advantage of it ASAP. Gracias, Salina. Saludos to San Francisco. So anybody else? Anybody? Come on. I love question, guys. Come on. It's time. It's time. Tell me problems you come through. Tell me situations you come through and you're not sure how to deal with them. Maybe we have the experience. We've been there. Maybe we know how to answer it. It's all about sharing this moment together. Come on. Questions. No? Okay, guys. Well, we'll be making sure we will be inviting very important people from the world of AMP in the next weeks. We'll be making sure we'll be inviting other people, talking about the buying process in Mexico, making sure you understand those things. Please send us an email. Please send us an inbox in SIMCA Development. Make sure you click like to our site in Facebook. Make sure you do that and send us as many questions as you want. We'll be doing webinars. Every week we'll do one, and we will try to base the theme or the criteria of the webinar based on your needs. So let us know right away on our website, on our Facebook. Please, webinar, make sure it's all about the buying process in Mexico. This next webinar, habituation, could you answer this question? It's all about sharing knowledge, guys, okay? Once again, it's been a great pleasure being with you. And we'll continue going and to listen over. And meanwhile, take advantage of this to make sure it's a leadership for all, to make sure we keep staying productive in home. So remember, SIMCA referral program is the tool. The opportunities are there. Please let us help you. Please help us to be a better company. Please help us to continue growing. Let's grow together. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to go now, yes. Thank you for everything. God bless you all. Stay safe, stay in home, but stay in contact and stay productive.